me all right. This is just a test. Testing out these wireless headphones I got as a hand-me-down gift that are quite convenient, but sometimes the microphone can be a little sketchy. I'm going to do my best just to have this thing ra-la-la right up against my mouthpiece here. Today, I wanted to talk about rewriting old songs because that's kind of a new adventure for me. Yet another brand new challenge of revisiting songs that I think are very, very valuable. I feel as though I would like to share them, but they could use a little polishing up, quite a bit of editing, get the point across in less of an abstract way without losing the abstract, if that makes sense. So let's get into it. I'm actually going to work on breaking down one of the songs. I wrote this song probably about a year ago. The name currently is Red Tails, but that very well could change. So the backstory of the song is of moving down to Savannah, Georgia. I moved to Savannah from the Big Island of Hawaii to start working in marine biology. When I moved from the Big Island, I was doing a little bit of research about where I wanted to go on the mainland to try and get a job. Now, I needed to be somewhere within driving distance of the coastline, sometimes even 48 hours they will get you a job. And if you could say yes and you were close enough and you could cancel your plans, you would go. My sister was living in Georgia at the time, and so was one of my very good friends. I noticed that, whenever I had visited them, people always said, oh, it's kind of got that island lifestyle. It's really slow moving and everybody's a lot more laid back than other places in the United States. I made it a point to transition somewhere that was also slow and that I thought was going to be really relaxed. When I got to Savannah, boy, it was a culture shock to the major. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I couldn't believe the amount of segregation that I was witnessing. I couldn't believe how the white people were treating the black people, and I couldn't believe that this was still going on. I felt so naive to the fact that there was so much racism still happening, so much Confederacy pride, so many people in fact saying out loud to strangers that they still wish that plantations were a thing, that they still wish that they could hire help. It was shocking. Besides that, Savannah's known for having a lot of ghost stories. They host ghost tours all over the place. They have these very, very historically embedded cemeteries that are all over Savannah. And with that, I experienced some things in Savannah that are unexplainable per se. And that's what this song is about. As I mentioned before, it's called Red Tails, but I think I'm going to change it to Savannah. And the reason why is I'm trying to get the point across of my experience while I was living in Savannah. I named it Red Tails because my good omen is a bird of prey. If I see a bird of prey, however many, I usually count it as I'm going in the right direction. So I saw 7 red-tailed hawks on the way down to moving to Savannah. Well, I felt like it was the right thing to do. But in turn, the song isn't focused around red-tailed hawks. The song is focused around what I felt in Savannah. So I think it's more appropriate to call the song Savannah. It's a cool song because it exposes some of my raw feelings of going down there. I felt trapped in a sense because I had been told the only way that I could get my dream job is if I relocated to a convenient place to get hired. So I did feel a little stuck there, but in no way during my entire stay in Savannah did I feel comfortable or like that I wanted to live there. That was a really interesting experience to feel like I needed to stay somewhere that I really didn't want to be. I'll remember that feeling for the rest of my life, and I'm glad that I did it, but I don't think that I would want to do that again. What's really important to me with this song is that you have the opportunity to really hear the words and to see if you understand it. I'm really interested to see if it's too abstract of a song lyrically, and so if you can let me know just personally, or you can post it down below in the comments if you think it's a little too abstract, if it needs to be simplified. These are things that are going to be really helpful to me as a writer and as a musician. I love the idea of writing with a community and building songs with a community. That there's nothing better. There's nothing better. Also, if you look in the background, that's a whale, and then that is an octopus drinking a dirty martini out of a margarita glass. So, I appreciate you guys so much. I'm really coming into my own. This year has been so hard, and there has been an incredible amount of challenge attached to it, but it has been one of the biggest years for me as far as finding my own, starting to flourish, starting to be confident in my creativity and where it takes me, and I can't wait to see what is next. So follow along. Please subscribe if you feel like you want to join the journey. It's really fun. It's a really honest journey. We're going as raw as possible. We're not hiding anything. I would love if you were a part of it. We're just gonna keep the ball rolling here. Stay safe. PSA, even if it's not comfortable, wear a mask for right now. It's okay. It's okay. Just do it. Do it for your mom. Do it for your grandma. Do it for your boyfriend's grandma. Do it for your friend's mom, your friend's dad. Do it. Do it to protect other people. Even if you don't believe it, just do it. Do it. Do it.